Welcome to the Cambridge Comedy Underground in our not-so-holiday show. We're glad to have you here supporting local comics right here on local television. Without further ado, let me bring your host to the stage. Please put your hands together for Big D Hullum!
CCTV, what the fuck is up? All right. Oh, I don't get an applause? Fuck y'all, goddamn. Jesus, this is how y'all do black people in Boston, huh? This is crazy. But it's expected. I'm tired of this shit, man. Like, Cameron, did you get her big ass walking through the middle of the fucking show? All right, we're gonna get this thing started off. Women, you guys confuse me. You do. You confuse me a lot. It doesn't make no fucking sense. I'm tired of this shit. Dating is crazy, right? I'm dating this girl. And the thing about women is like they only date guys so they can get a fucking free meal. You know what I'm saying? It's like, then the shit that they say on a date is confusing. Like, I don't understand. I'm out with this girl and she's like, yeah, I've been single for about 3 years and I just want some dick. I was like, what? I mean, I could provide if you want. I mean, who's gonna fuck me tonight? I'm like, I'm right here. If you don't mind, like, we were eating Chinese food and shit. I was like, I'm here, we can fuck. And she was like, that's all you niggas think about. I was like, you're confusing me right now. I'm glad I didn't pay for that bitch's food, because I ordered the little chicken wings, the party wings. I wasn't paying full price for no big ass wings. And I used a Groupon. Fuck her. I'm fat. I think everybody here knows that. I'm fat. The crazy thing about being fat is people say that you're only supposed to date other fat women. And I think that's bullshit. So me and my fat girlfriend decide that we're gonna go out and do some freaky stuff in the bedroom. We're gonna get freaky in the bedroom. So we decide that we're gonna put baby oil on each other. A bottle apiece. Because we're that big. You know what that looks like? Two black people covered in baby oil having sex. We look like two rotisserie chickens fucking from Stop and Shop. It just looked bad, man. It was horrible. On top of that, we both have diabetes. Go figure, right? I'm like, yo, babe, I feel lightheaded. I need to check my blood sugar. She's like, babe, check your blood sugar. Then she just pulled out her phone. I was like, bitch, they got an app for diabetes now? This is crazy. She was like, yeah, it does amazing things. And then we got on the subway, and she used her little diabetes thing as a fucking Charlie card. Just like, boop, boop, boop. It's like, what kind of shit is this? Go to 7-Eleven to get some wings. She's like, Daddy, I got it. Boop, 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 boop. I hate that my stomach jiggles like that. The camera, do you see that? My stomach jiggle. I got a fupa that I can't keep clean because I'm fat. I put baby powder on after I get out the shower, right? But thing is, I sweat. As a fat man, I sweat a lot. And my girl tried to get freaky with me. And there was too much baby powder down there. I know Thanksgiving just passed. But she was like, ain't no dick, it's just gravy down here. This is bullshit. Just lime. I don't know. I know you guys are Muslim. I don't think you eat gravy, right? Just no pork on the fork. I get it. Do Muslims eat pussy? It's a joke. It's a joke. Comedic jokes. I know this is TV, but don't worry. We put a parental advisory up first. How you guys doing? You guys okay? You guys ready for some show? I didn't hear you guys. Are you guys ready for some show? All right, we have an amazing lineup of comics. I'm going to start this thing off with my main man. This is the Get Back. So I call this the Get Back show because a lot of the people that we have on the show are just getting back. They're coming back for another dose, another round, because they were so funny before. So I want to bring these people back up to hit you guys with some more of that fire. This first comedian, he runs shows all over New England. He runs shows in Maine, New Hampshire, and he's down here in Boston to give you guys a special treat. Put your hands together right now for my main man, Shyam Pelletier, ladies and gentlemen.
It's good to be back here. I'm originally from Portland, Maine. Any of you guys get up to Portland? Yeah. Yeah, we love your tourism money up there. We love it. We just hate you as people for being tourists. That's how we roll. I heard the most ridiculous anti-tourist line up there. I heard a dude say this, like, listen, if you were not up here when it was cold, you don't deserve to be here when it gets warm. I know. And made me wonder, like, do other states do that? Like, is there a guy in North Carolina right now going, listen, if you were not here for the cousin sex, you just don't deserve the barbecue sauce. It's not for you. Here's the thing, I never go down south. I never go there. I just know that every place that has that cousin banging stereotype also has amazing barbecue sauce. Right? Like every single one of those places, you can count them all off in your head, like Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama, Revere, Massachusetts. Every single one. I'm trying to dress more attractively because I have been recently dumped. I got dumped a couple days ago on December 15th. I know. That's extra bad. You know how bad at makeup sex you have to be to get dumped on December 15th? You ever fuck someone so poorly that they decide to get less Christmas presents? But I saved on my Amazon, so I'm happy. He said convincingly. So I'm on the dating apps. I gotta rework my bio. I actually wanted to ask you folks something about that, because one thing about me, I haven't drank in almost 3 years. Thank you. Thank you for your thunderous applause for that. I haven't done that in 3 years. And I'm wondering, is it a good idea to put that in the bio, like in the dating profile? Should I put, you think yes? Is it, yeah. Way to divide the crowd, Sam. Fuck everybody up with that. I think it's a good idea to put that in the bio, because I think the girl deserves to know. Like, she deserves to know that date is gonna suck right out of the gate. Can't take people on a sober first date, you guys. That shit should be against the law. Should be a crime. Going on a Tinder date sober is like going to a square dance on mushrooms. You can do it, but nobody's gonna be comfortable with what's going on. It's not gonna be a fun time. The one thing I leave out of the dating profile is the fact that I struggle with mental illness. You can't put that out when you're advertising about dating, which is bullshit, because sexual stereotypes are the one good stereotype that mentally ill people got. Like, we gotta hold on to that crazy people fuck good stereotype, because every other single stereotype about us, it fucking sucks. We gotta hold on to crazy people fuck good, like. And if you're in the crowd and you have struggled with mental health issues, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with us. I'm saying we will fuck you like there's something wrong with us. It's the energy we bring to the game. Like, what's a stable dude gonna say? What's a stable dude gonna say, really? I'm not gonna ask you, sir, but I'm looking at you, I think, what's a stable dude gonna say? Like, I'm gonna fuck you like I got 8 hours of sleep last night. I'm gonna fuck you like I make my own fruit smoothies. It's not the energy I'm bringing to the game. I'm gonna fuck you like it's the only thing keeping the voice in my head from talking. That's where I'm at. You think I'm hitting it correctly. Now, girl, wait till I get off these meds. Yeah, that got a little too real for some of you. But the rest of you just brought you back to amazing times. Because you can't stay with that person because they're a fuck up, but those nights are fun. I'm sad again. Give me a second. All right, I'm gonna leave you guys on this. I'm gonna tell you a story. It's not from Portland, Maine. It's from way the fuck up there. It's from a place where some of my cousins grew up. This is where I'm really coming to you guys from. In this town that I have family in, they had a news story in statewide news about a raccoon attack. Yeah. And there wasn't even any tragedy. because the human won the fuck out of that fight. Like, the human killed the shit out of that thing. The human was jogging along on this jogging path, and a rabid raccoon jumped up and attacked her, right? And unlike most people in rural New England, she did not have a gun on her while jogging. Like, she left her gun at home. Thank you for silencing your cell phones. She left her gun at home, so what she did is she grabbed the raccoon by the head and she drowned it in a puddle on the path that she'd been jogging on. And I know this story because my local newspaper interviewed that girl like 8 times. Yeah, they didn't need to interview that girl. They did not need to interview that girl. They needed to interview her ex-boyfriend. That dude knows. That dude knows what she was chanting when she killed that thing. You know, at least a little bit. She was imagining doing it to him. Hey, Kevin. Remember when you said I could stand to get some exercise? Maybe go jogging? Well, I'm jogging now, Kevin. And I'm jogging for you, Kevin. It's kicking, Kevin. My wrist hurts, Kevin. Much like your wrist hurts. Now that you're not dating me anymore. And here's the thing, uncomfortable audience. If you did not laugh at that jack-off joke, you did not deserve all those animal-killing jokes. My name's Sam Pelletier. Thank you guys all so much.
Give it up for Sam Pelletier one more time, ladies and gentlemen. All the way from Maine. His outfit just screamed Republican, don't it? Just... My country-ass uncle just found out President Trump got impeached and shit. He was like, they put that nigga in peaches. They get his ass out of there. He dirty now. So that's not how it works, Grandpa. That's not how it works. I mean, my uncle. I fucked it up. That's what drugs, Molly, and child support payments do to you. All right, this next guy coming to the stage is a real treat. He's on his get back season. He's coming back for more. First time for you guys, but he's a long time listener. Isn't that what they always say on radio? Just first time caller, long time listener. This is him. This guy is incredible. He hails from Texas. He runs his own club out there. He's been doing big things here in Boston. And I want you guys to put your hands together right now for my main man, Oh, y'all don't hear a black man telling you something? Put your hands together right now for my main man, Olly Iconic.
You know what? There's the Vicodin place, Walgreens. They won't honor a Vicodin prescription if it's written in pencil on the back of a dirty paper plate. But the CVS will. I'm in a good mood tonight because I'm high. That's a good deal, right? You know, thank you. I don't know why they talk about getting executed their last meal for the capital punishment. I don't know why nobody ever picked a cup of heroin. That's what I'd have picked. I like messing with, here's the easiest people in the world to mess with is the police. You tell them whatever you want, they'll believe it. They're very fond of negativity. But you walk up to one of them, you can be like, where's elementary school? And when he's like, which one? You can be like, it don't matter, just shit. Or you can pull up next to them at a red light, just step on your accelerator. Not against the law. Stare right at them. But you got them thinking about you. And then you just drive, maybe skip the turn signal or something, they'll pull you over. And you talk first. When they get up, you talk first. Say, officer, I ain't saying I got drugs. I ain't saying I don't. And I do consent to a search. Very predictable people. They're going to search your car, okay? First, they're going to want you to get out of the car, though. You get out, yeah, I'm going to cooperate with the police. Yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah. They're going to say, You got any drugs on you? No, I don't. And they'll be like, what about the car? Well, I wouldn't be surprised. It's been acting funny lately. And then he gets in the car, he's going to see that you put mouse traps on the seat and everything. He's snapping off on his fingers. You know who the stupidest criminals on the face of the earth are? Ransom kidnappers. Stupid, dude. You ever hear one getting away with it? I haven't. Not even in a fucking movie, dude. It's because they kidnap rich kids, and the FBI comes in and they get involved. Kidnap a poor kid. Snatch his little ass up. Call his daddy. Say, I'm holding your kid for ransom. He was like, oh no, what's the ransom? And you can be like, you bring me one rich kid. You know, make him stick his neck out. Hey, and this another thing that you can do with the police. If you got arrested, and they say, you know, you got one call. You better make it count. You know, it's one of my fantasies. You know, I'd be in there and I'd pretend to dial. I'm like, hey, baby, yeah, I got arrested. This ugly ass fucking cop. Don't worry though, I got a plan. I'm gonna beat this cop up. Yeah, and I'm gonna get away. You want to do a phone sex or something? I'm getting ready to whip this pig's ass here in a second. You know, that'd be cool, right? I saw this movie, Titanic, not the one with DiCaprio in it, the older one. It's black and white. I saw it when I was little. Yeah, it was a real thing. You used to just turn on the TV and watch it, you know, and that's what was on TV. I was 9, and we were watching it, and the boat's going in the water. All the men are dying. And they're saying, oh, just women and children get on the boat. That's fine. Just, you know, come on now. And then they're dying, and they're singing, God Save the Queen. And I'm 9. And they're telling you it's a true story. So I'm like, shit. So, because I expected to be a man one day, and I wanted to know about this. So I said, Mama, why ain't they trying to live? And she said, because that's the way it used to be. That's the way men used to be. It used to be that way, where they protect the women and the children. And I knew I'd never be a real man. Right then. But then, in the 90s version, with DiCaprio in it, they're going down in the water, and they had the violin guys on that one. They weren't on the black and white one. But at the end of it, when they're going down the water, there was that one guy, they're like women and children only, there's that one guy that was like, no, get out of my way! I'm getting on a boat! And I was like, thank you. Representation, you know? Because there's assholes out there. All right, one more. This is a weird thought of mine. Singing. Singing is really weird. Think if you weren't human. You know, it would look stupid. Why are all these gathering around one of them and they're da, 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 and then they're all so happy about it. Yeah. I mean, whales sing, right? I don't think they got any famous ones. You know, whale gets harpooned. Nobody's like, they shot Biggie. All right, y'all, that's it. Thank you.
Give it up for this thing. I got caught up for a second. I'm laughing hard. Give it up for my man Olly Iconic one more time. Oh, man. It's good to have one member from Duck Dynasty on this motherfucker, ain't it? That shit fucked me up. He was saying some real shit. Like, you kick these little kids. I'll kick one little motherfucker out the way, too. Get your little ass out the way. I'm black. I can't swim. All right. That wasn't funny. Should have planned that a little bit better with a whole audience of white folks. I think I see one black person with just that one piece of pepper on your teeth. That's just, all right. Let me not make this any more uncomfortable. This next black person come to the stage. This is my homegirl. I started out in Connecticut. A lot of people don't know that. And she was ripping up Connecticut. And now she's here in Boston to bring you that pain. She's on her get back. She's back at it like crack addicts, folding these holes like craftmatics. That's my way of trying to rap. We've done the Naked Show together. We've done other shows together. I don't know which bar it was, but she's popping. Give it up for, put your hands together right now, ladies and gentlemen, for my girl Kendra Dawsey, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, everyone. Some info, just to start off first. Black people can't swim, but they could doggy paddle. Good to know. Yes, it's true. It's true. I like pools. Pools are good. Just need some floaties, you know. Big D was right. I am from Connecticut. Whenever me and Big D tell people we're from Connecticut, no one ever expects it because we are black. They just don't expect it. When most people think of the state of Connecticut, they think of like a white man with lots of money, lots of Ivy League degrees, and lots of dropped rape charges, you know? And that's not me. I think the one exception to this rule, though, is once I was doing a show in Miami, Florida, and there was a woman in the audience, and I asked her, what do you think of when you think of Connecticut? And her response was, I fucking don't! I was jealous of that woman. Like, honestly, I was like, wow, she has never had to think about this place. I have lived here for 10 years, you know? No, but there's a lot going on in Connecticut that I think people do not expect. It is actually very diverse. For example, whenever I left my apartment building, I would see so many different colors of blunt wraps on the sidewalk. It was so beautiful. No, there is a lot going on in Connecticut. There's kind of like the backwoods rural areas of Connecticut where they spell it with 3 Ks instead of 3 Cs. Connecticut has 3 Cs. And then there's like the inner city areas. So I lived in New Haven. New Haven is a pretty popular place. There's a lot to do, really fun place. But when I first moved there were a lot of people acting really concerned for me. They were like, oh, you should be careful, because there are some dangerous areas, you know? And I would go to those areas, and there was just a black kid riding a bike. Literally all it was. I was like, Sharon, this is my cousin. But that's dangerous in New Haven. People standing outside their buildings, not dangerous in New Haven. What is always really disconcerting to see, what always strikes the fear of God into me in New Haven, though, is a white dude walking around the hood barefoot. It's weird. It's weird. Because that means someone from a local college got too high on their way to folk band practice. And at any moment, they're going to pull a guitar out of their ass and do a cover of Wagon Wheel. It's too much for me. It's too much. But now I do live in Boston. I moved to Boston because I just love racism. That's right. Yeah, that and donuts. That and donuts. I was telling someone that, and they're like, you could have gotten both of those things in Connecticut. And I was like, you're right. But I'm here now. No, I'm very new to Boston. It's the first time I've lived in Massachusetts at all, so I'm still getting used to it. One thing I've discovered, though, is living in the greater Boston area is just a Prius cutting you off on I-90 forever. That's it. I discovered the secret. I am new to this area. I moved here with my girlfriend. I don't know if anyone's like really straight here, but this haircut means gay. Just wanted to make sure. Some men are still very confused. The great thing about this haircut, though, is like men are like, not sure what that is, but for women, I'm just a hotter version of their boyfriend, which is honestly what I was aiming for. But yeah, I have a girlfriend. We moved in together in Boston, so we're both getting used to it. And I honestly thought like living with your girlfriend would be like so sexy and so hot, right? Because like we lived with like roommates before. We were living in separate areas, and it was so annoying having roommates, like, you know. But now we live together. My first thought was when we moved in, I was like, oh, we could have sex wherever we want, whenever we want. We could have sex on our bed. We could have sex on the couch. We could even have sex on the stove. I don't know why we would want to do it, but it's not against our lease. We could do it. We could do whatever we want on the stove. But so far, living with my girlfriend has been like 70% her popping my back knee as we talk about what the cat is doing. Which is nice. It's just not what people think of when they think of two hot lesbians living together, you know? But our cat does so many things. It's great. But yes, I am a lesbian. A little bit more about me. I like my coffee like I like my men. I avoid it because it gives me lots of anxiety. Yeah, and I like my coffee like I like my woman in my mouth. Thank you. Thank you. No, people ask me a lot of questions about what it's like to be in a lesbian relationship because they think it's somehow unique or exotic or whatever. But a lesbian relationship is just two women telling each other that they're pretty until one dies. All it is. That's all it is. Yeah, I think there's also a stereotype that the black community is somehow way more homophobic than other communities. But this, like in my family, this is absolutely not true. With most people I know, this isn't true. I came out to my dad about like 2 or 3 years ago. And when I came out to him, he said to me, "You know what, Kendra? This world is so scary. If you're able to find love in someone and they're able to find love in you, then I am happy for you no matter what that person's gender is." Yeah, it was really sweet, yeah. And then he asked me, "Is she black, though?" And I understand why he asked it. You know, I grew up in the suburbs. That's why I sound like this. And I grew up in a mostly white town. And my parents, of course, they believe that people of different races love one another and all of that. Like, that's not the issue. It's more of just, like, my dad was really afraid I would get to know someone for, like, 5 years and then realize they were a KKK member with a really misplaced ebony fetish, you know? That'd be weird to bring up during Thanksgiving. But yeah, before I met my current girlfriend, who is white, actually, my current girlfriend is white, but she has a really big butt. I'm not saying that as proof that she's not racist. I'm saying that as proof that I have good taste, okay? I think that's very important. But before I dated my current girlfriend, I was dating a guy. It was before I got the haircut, and way before. And one thing that he wanted to try in bed was like, oh, like, you know, we should call each other names in bed. He thought that was really, like, cool. And I wasn't that into it, but I wanted to try it just for him. But he didn't like it when I called him White Devil in bed. I was kind of weird. Thought you'd be into it, but thank you, everyone. That's my time. My name is Kendra.
Give it up for Kendra Dawsey one more time. This is a packed crowd. All white.
Not all white. Not all.
Who's all white? Who said that? Oh, my fault. The black lady in the back said, no, we're not all white. My bad, I couldn't see you. Oh, I'm sorry. That's it's fucked up against my own people. Kendra was talking about the dirty names she gets called in the bedroom. You ever dirty talk with a ratchet girl in the bedroom? She's like, "Give it to me, you bitch ass nigga." I'm like, what the fuck? I thought we were better than that. "Give it to me, you fat mother." I'm like, what? This isn't turning me on. It's not. It's not. This next comedian come to the stage, female in comedy here in Boston. She does her thing all around town. I want you guys to put your hands together right now for the beautiful, the lovely Emma Schmidt.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. Hi. I was talking to a man the other day, which is my first mistake. I was talking to him about feminism, second mistake. He told me he was a feminist. I was like, okay, cool. And then he said, yeah, I think all women are equal to me. And I was looking at him, and he was wearing those kind of pants that you can zip the ends off of to make shorts. And I was like, oh no, I don't want to be equal to you. I'd rather be oppressed than be a loser. No, I wasn't that cool in high school. I was super into the British boy band One Direction. It's fine. I did read a lot of very erotic One Direction fan fiction. Yes. There's nothing says beginning to explore one's sexuality more than jacking it to a British twink ensemble. Yes, yes. A lot of it was really bad. A lot of it was written by like 13-year-old girls. So I ended up reading like the exact same story like all the time. It always started off with like a first-person female narrator. And she'd say, I woke up. My mom was banging on my door telling me to get out of bed. So I got out of bed and put on Converse and skinny jeans because I don't like to dress like other girls. Then I went over and looked in the mirror. People always tell me that I'm pretty, but I don't believe them. I'm just not conventionally attractive like other girls because I have brown hair. Also, my dad left us a few years ago, but don't worry, that didn't have any impact on my emotional needs. So that's foreshadowing. She'd walk downstairs and she'd be like, my mom was standing at the bottom of the stairs with her hands on her hips. And she said, honey, money is tight, so we're selling you to One Direction as their sex slave. Promise I'm okay now. I was at a concert the other day. This was not a One Direction concert, unfortunately. This guy kind of like came up behind me when I was there, and he like grabbed my hips and started like grinding on me. And I turned around and I was like, hello? And I was like, no. And he was like, why? He was like, why? And I was like, no. Eventually, he just like walked away. Eventually, he was kind of tough. But then later, he came back up to me and he said, you know what? I'm actually really sorry about doing that. You know, I did some thinking. But you know what? Kudos to you for sticking up for yourself. Guys, sometimes you get assaulted, but sometimes you get assaulted and you get kudos. I really could have just gone home having been assaulted. I would have been like, well, that sucked. But now I have kudos. I'm like, I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything is totally fine here. Wow. Do you guys think that was a test? Like, do you guys think, like, he only is into women who, like, are really strong and confident and stick up for themselves, which is why he forces himself on them? I bet his fantasy is, like, you know, he forces himself on someone, and then I just beat the shit out of him while screaming, girl boss! You guys want to know something? Okay, we're just going to continue on this weird shit that I did as a child. When I was like around 11 or 12, I started having like these dreams where I was either pregnant or had a kid. And they were like happy dreams. I just feel like that's my body's form of propaganda. Like, they're like, oh yeah, if you have a kid, you'll be so happy. And I'm like, why? And it's like, it doesn't matter, just get the baby out. And if you don't have kids, then you're just gonna stick a lot of cutting up your meat sleeve for the next 50 years. The first kind of tampons I ever used, actually, they were cardboard. Do we know the difference, cardboard and plastic tampons, men? Listen, cardboard tampons, like the first time I ever tried to put one in, it felt like I was sticking it up the wrong hole. It didn't feel right. And so what I did was I went and sat down in front of like a full-length mirror. And I started trying to put one in again, and it wouldn't go up, so I took it out, put another one in. Eventually, I've gone through the entire box. And I'm crying, and I'm looking around. I just feel like I've just gotten out of like this blackout battle rage. Because there's like a little bit of blood on the floor, in between my legs. It is highly viscous. And then there's like bloody tampons scattered around me. And I'm like, oh my God, I've just lost some of my best men. I did ask my mom later, I said, hey, why did you give me cardboard tampons? It's the first kind of tampons I ever used. They really hurt. And she was like, oh, well, they're better for the environment. And I'm just kind of curious to know, like, what she thinks is better for the environment. One plastic tampon versus a whole box of cardboard ones. All right, you guys are great. Thank you, Emma Schmidt.
Give it up for Emma Schmidt one more time. Emma Schmidt. Schmidt. Wouldn't that be funny? You just had dinner and be like, Schmidt. I ain't saying Schmidt else. Fucking with you, Emma. That was a good set. All All right, so here at Cambridge Comedy Underground, we do a thing called lotto spots for other comedians that might be in the crowd that might want to get up and spit that hot fire, right? So we drew some names, and we got a contestant. We have somebody from the audience that's going to come up here and tell jokes right now for the first time on CCTV. Are you guys excited? Yeah. Y'all sound more excited than my grandma. There go her wig right there. That's her shit. Hold on, let me put. This is how my grandma be in the house. She be like, get your ass off my furniture. You be fucking with your fat ass on my furniture? All right, this next guy coming to the stage right now. Damn, this shit look white as fuck. I just seen it. So this next guy coming to the stage, he won the lotto spot for the evening, for the night. I want you to put, I don't want to fuck up his name. That's bad. I know how white people get about their names. I don't want, no smoke. You guys ready? Robby Vasen, come on down.
Hello, everybody. Don't you guys think the human body is amazing? Can I get a show of hands? Doesn't get much better than that, am I right? It's truly awe-inspiring, human anatomy. Did you guys know that the hand is the only part of the human body? Amazing. Well, that's enough out of me. How about I hear a little bit from you guys? If you've had a good day today, say, And if you've had a great day today, say, music to my ears. Now, if you want coal, but you've been naughty, does Santa give you presents for Christmas? The answer is yes. He'll give you an Xbox or a flat screen TV. Just nothing to keep the furnace going as you try to stave off the wicked bite of a winter blizzard. While caring for Meemaw, clutching her leathery hide close to yours for warmth, as she tells you about her days on the frontier, dreaming of when you'll finally be able to go out west of the Mississippi to join your brother and start a new life. Now, I don't know about you guys, but me, I spend a lot of time on my computer, which got me thinking. If computer becomes alive, the monitor is the face, and the rest does digestion, poop, etc. Okay? Okay. Global warming. Global warming. Ladies and gentlemen, before I begin my set tonight, I just want to take a moment to thank my grandma, who's actually sitting in the back right now, for coming out tonight to support me, just like she's done my whole life. And I truly think she deserves a round of applause for all she's done for me and continues to do for me. So yeah, let's show her some love. Woo! When I say grand, you say ma. Grand. Ma. Grand. Ma. When I say grandma, you say grandma. 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 When I say grandma, grandma, you say grandma, grandma. Grandma, grandma. Grandma, grandma. When I say grandma, 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 you say grandma, 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 grandma. Grandma, 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 grandma. Grandma, 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 grandma. When I say grandma, 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 grandma. grandma, grandma. You say grandma, 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 grandma. Grandma, 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 grandma. Grandma, 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 grandma. Thank you.
Give it up for Robby one more goddamn time. If y'all say my goddamn name one more time, I'ma shoot one of you son of a bitch. I'm not nobody's grandma in this bitch. But I really love this shit, man. Does this make me a cross-dresser? I love this shit right here. It's smooth, it's covering my waves. But I got tattoos, so I would look like a real burly bitch. That would not be cool at all. That was wrong. No, it wasn't. All right. This next guy coming to the stage is my co-host. You ready for my co-host? Y'all know who my co-host is? Y'all know who my co-host is? Oh, y'all don't know who my co-host is? He hails. And I'm going to do this intro like Steve Harvey would if he was on the Family Feud. He hails from Detroit, Michigan. He is one of the best ever. I want you to put your hands together right now and show your love. White people don't know Steve Harvey. And show your love for my main man, Casey McNeal, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks, Steve. Put your hands together for Big D Hullum. Oh my God, yeah, that is some great shit, man. Oh boy, I'll tell you what. Here's the thing, man. I'm originally from Michigan. Yeah, I'm from Detroit, Michigan. That's right. So you can shoot a few holes in the wall if you want me to feel at home. But I'm actually from a hickier redneck part of Michigan called all of Michigan. And when you're from Michigan, you're branded with this doofy look that no matter where you go, you always look like you're probably from some stupid place like Michigan or a department manager at Walmart. Oh, you don't recognize me? How about now? Is that? Yeah, when you look like this, you meet any Walmart in America, bring your A game. You're going to be answering some questions at Sporting Goods. That's the way it is. I'm crazy. I took the MBTA today. I had to take the public transportation, which I do every day. It's pretty good. But you know, like when you sit down the train, you know that crazy person that sits down next to you, and you know they're like not right in the head, right? And they try to talk and talk and talk to you through the whole ride. Well, I'm him, and I'm not stopping, so saddle up, because it's a long winter, and I don't have mental health insurance. So. Now, I have a lot of mental afflictions I can't help, but I have the ADD, the attention deficit disorder. Thought my problems were because I was an addict. Turns out it's not just that. Yeah, I have the ADD, which is not attention deficit disorder. Nice name. You know, when I was a kid, it was called minimal brain dysfunction. It's very nice. But that's no big deal. I mean, ADD, everybody's got that. It's a crowd favorite. But I also have the OCD. You guys know the obsessive compulsive disorder? Do you know what that is? Do you know what it is? Do you? Do you know what it is? 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 Do you? No, I didn't get to you yet. Do you know what it is? Do you? Yeah, it's where the compulsion to repeat things over and over again, especially certain kinds of things, numbers. So, like, there's a lot of jobs you can't do when you have OCD. NASA countdown guy can't do that job. It's like ignition in 5, 4, 3. No, I have to start again. 5, 4, 3. Well, I try to get some help for this stuff, though. You know, it's not that easy. Like, I got to spend time with a therapy dog the other day. He didn't seem to understand a frickin' thing I was talking about. He just tried to comfort me the whole time. I'm like, come on, Skippy. Don't patronize me, man. I'm here to do the work. Oh, my gosh. But, you know, they have some technology. It gets wrapped up in the psychology stuff, too. Like, I try to get some help from technology. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Whirlpool has a stove that you can control using your cell phone. That's a godsend for people with obsessive compulsive disorders. Now, I could be in that busy meeting at work and say, excuse me, I need to just check in with my stove. Hello? Yeah, it's me again. You're not on, are you? No, I know, I just called. One more thing. Can you see the front door from where you are? They have one of those 24-hour telethons to try and raise awareness and money for people with obsessive compulsive disorders. I missed it. I was washing my hands. The thing is, technology doesn't do that much for conflict, though. I don't deal that well with conflict. I don't have... In the old days, before the things like this cell phone was invented, all I had to do to end any argument was physically leave the fucking building. That's all I had to do. Conversation over. Shut the door. Well, now, since the cell phone, I've had the same argument with my wife for the last 14 months. It's like, I think Desert Storm was like 4 days or something, you know? It's like I had to try the dramatic exit. I was like, that's right. That's what I said. No, I'm out of here. This conversation is over. I slam the door, and now I walk about 10 feet. Zzz, zzz. No, it isn't. I would turn it off, but I don't want to miss a call from the stove. So you guys ready for the, we got the Star Wars coming out tonight. You guys like that? You about the Star Wars? Let's hear it for Star Wars, right? Yeah, was this like their 90th movie or something? No, I don't know. I still have questions about some things about Star Wars. Like, I don't get it about Yoda. So Yoda, master all the power and knowledge of the Force, but can't put his nouns and verbs in the right order. When 900 years old you become, talk this good, you will not. I don't know, I started to be like, I guess I'm like the Scorsese, those guys, like they question like even the superhero movies, they think it's not real cinema. Yeah. I even get like that now, like, I don't know, I look at stuff like Gotham City, okay, Batman. Gotham City. Does Gotham City really need a Batman? I mean, is it a story of a vigilante or a story of the most inept police force on Earth, right? They only got like 5 major crooks. Pretty easy to pick out in a crowd. Not that hard to locate. They all live in slanted buildings, right? But you know, I saw this about Wonder Woman. Did you guys know that Wonder Woman was actually invented by William Marston? He's a psychologist. You guys know that? Yeah, William Marston. It's based on his wife. It's actually based on his wife and their mutual lover. So Wonder Woman kind of a poly at the end of the day. But I think it's really cool that, like, you know, he based it on his wife, and that explains the truth lasso and all that stuff, you know. But I wonder what it was, if they based a superhero based on my wife, it wouldn't be quite the same as that. Like, she would have superpowers that wouldn't kill you. They would just make you feel really bad about yourself for a few days. She has the kind of powers that make you go back to the grocery store 3 times to get the right kind of onion. That was a white onion. Go get a golden onion. Now, I can see her backstory now. You know, after being exposed in an industrial accident involving a spill of toxic anxiety, she now uses her powers of passive-aggressive personality disorder to fight her adversaries until they just don't know what they're fighting about anymore. My name's Casey. That's all I'm going to do for you guys. You guys ready for some more comedy? Oh, my God. I am so thrilled to bring this person to the stage. I have wanted to have this person as long as I can remember, and she's our special guest tonight. Please put your hands together for the amazing Parvo!
Hello, everybody. Hey. Hello. First question I've got for you all. Where are my ladies at? Come on. Come on, let me hear my cats meow. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. All 10 of you. Come on. Meow it up. Who run the world? Woo! Yes. I heard a small girls. You were correct. When I say who run, you say the world. Who run? The world. Who run? The world. Girls. When I say, wait, who run the world? The elite group of lizard alien overlords that determine government policy, of course. And I know it's them, okay? Because it's not me determining the box office hits of the summer. Right? 21 Jump Street? Not a single street was jumped in that whole movie. And I was promised 20 and 1. The Hangover franchise? I'm sorry, but those gentlemen were not sober enough to be hung under, let alone hung over. The movie Us? There was no us in that theater. There was only I alone. Yelling at the movie screen, just I. I might as well have been seeing I, Robot, because I, Rogrot, buying those tickets. I'm sorry, guys, I came in hot. Came in all a ranting, all a raving at you. You're good people, you don't deserve this. So I'm gonna level with you. Okay. There's just something, I've been thinking about how, people say a lot. It's hard to make eye contact with others, right? And that's never been a problem for me. What's hard is making eye contact with a bird, right? Because it's one eye at a time. Difficult to establish intimacy. It's just... And I see birds a lot. I walk around. I see the birds. I see the bees. I see the trees. I see the planes. I see the trains. I see, the rain. And it's falling mainly on the plain, particularly in Spain. And I also see bags of garbage. And I think garbage men must constantly be assessing bags of garbage wherever they go, even off duty. And I think they have a metric from 0 to 10 in terms of bad quality bag trash and the best trash. And I think the best trash has to be styrofoam balls, right? Light, easy to throw, makes a satisfying, crunching sound when the butt, the teeth of the truck's butt chomps down on it. And does anyone want to guess what's the worst bag trash? Anyone want to guess what's the worst bag trash? Okay, anyone else? Okay, all right. Okay, you guessed it, swords. And you might be wondering, when would I find a bag of swords lying around? And answer is, wife of a samurai got pissed off. Sayonara! It's not just the wives of samurais that have trouble with love, okay? Your friendly neighborhood Parvo, I just am having trouble with the dating thing, with the men thing, right? Because, these guys, and I think my ladies will know what I mean. Ladies, where are you at? I think my ladies will know when I say, yeah, these guys, they don't know how to get there, right? They come up to me, pop lock, and they're just like, they don't get what I'm about. What's the straight beeline to my ovum? And I'm just gonna give it away, okay? Tonight, the secret that would get to my maiden heart. I'm just gonna say it, okay? And I'm just gonna say it, okay? Okay, and I'm just gonna put it out there, okay? And I'm just gonna say it, okay? And I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it, okay? I'm just gonna say it, okay? It's rape, okay? And get your mind at the gutter, okay? Because I'm not talking about forced penetration. I'm talking about the capture of the maiden of Greek antiquity. I want a Phantom of the Opera sort of figure to emerge from the shadows and force me to sing at the top of my lungs in this underground dungeon paradise. But it ain't happened yet. Thank you, I'm Parvo.
Keep your hands going for Parvo! I'm just going to keep this party going right now. We got another Lotto comic for you. He's been on the show before. We love him. We're glad he's here. Please put your hands together for Mason Smith.
Thank you. How y'all doing tonight? So as you'll be able to tell shortly, by my accent, I'm not from here. I was actually raised down south, Plymouth. No, I'm just kidding. I'm from Arkansas, and this cold weather up here is not going well with my condition. I have chronic grumpiness. I believe the medical term, and according to my wife, is asshole. Must be hereditary. I'm pretty sure I get it from my dad. The only thing he ever gave me was a good beard and a hard time. When I was a kid, he always liked to tell me how much worse he had it than me. He'd say things like, "Boy, when I was your age, your grandma used to put sheets over all the mirrors in the house." "Why is that, Dad?" "That way we wouldn't have to watch ourselves starve to death." "Well, shit, Dad, that's pretty bad. You know I'm 6, right?" But my wife's got chronic happiness. She's just a ray of sunshine all the time, and it is getting fucking old. Just Miss Positivity everywhere she goes. Like she's like the good witch from The Wizard of Oz. When she walks, she just kind of prances and floats. I'll catch her just staring at me and smiling. "Can I help you?" "No, I just love you." Pretty sure she's trying to turn my house into a day spa, too. Came home one day and there were rocks in my bathroom sink. Like little creek rocks. I don't think you guys say creeks up here. River rocks. There's flowers and candles. Inspirational quotes on little pieces of wood throughout the house. She even bought this diffuser that she puts her essential oils in, and it emits steam into the living room, or what I'm now calling the lobby. I said, "Why'd you buy that diffuser?" She said, "Well, you know that chronic grumpiness you have? Well, it's supposed to help with that, asshole." She just pranced away. She told me she's got this friend that when she was a child, her parents were in academia, to which I replied, "What country is that? And why would her parents live there while she lived here? That just sounds like bad parenting." She said, "What is wrong with you?" I said, "What's wrong with me? What's wrong with your friend's parents that thought it was all right to live over in academia while their kid was here? These academians sound like some real pieces of shit." Then she explained to me what academia was, and I just pulled the I'm from Arkansas card. Thank you, guys. That's my time.
Awesome. Keep your hands going for Mason Smith. This comedy stuff is, it's not easy to get up in front of people. Did you guys know the number one human fear is speaking in front of an audience? Did you know that? Sure. Number 2 fear, snakes. Just number 3 fear, talking to an audience of snakes. But our next comic is not afraid of anything, especially you. You're going to love him. Please put your hands together for Shyam Subramanian.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, yes. What? What are you afraid? What are you afraid? Because I look how I look? Keep it going for me. Come on. Yeah. That's what I fucking thought. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to all of you. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to you, beautiful people there. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to you, beautiful gentlemen here. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to you, white woman who would cost at least 55 mangoes in my country. Merry Christmas and happy holiday. That's very expensive, all right? That is not an insult, okay? Where I come from, that is a lot. That takes 4 years to make, seriously. They got a term for Merry Christmas in my country of India. Yeah, the term is called clean water. That place is fucking disgusting. Let me see how educated this place is. How many Indians worldwide are there right now? You look smart. How many Indians right now are there worldwide? Take a guess. 200, not even close. How many Indians are there? A billion? How many Indians? 1.3. You're all wrong. It's too many. There are absolutely way too many. There are. Seriously, there are. There are northern Indians. There are southern Indians. There are smelly Indians. There are hairy Indians. There are Indians that are 31 and live in their parents' basement and do comedy. There are too many. Maybe I'm the asshole, though. Maybe I'm the ignorant white male. You know, maybe I'm just a white man trying to make it in this country, okay? Maybe I'm the ignorant one. India is actually very progressive, very, very progressive. India actually just installed all-gender bathrooms throughout the entire country. Yeah. They're called the roads, the side of the roads. I've used them myself. Cows come by, take care of everything. No water is necessary at all. It's a disgusting place. It's a disgusting place. Assalamu alaikum. I'm not Muslim. I'm not. Where are you guys from? Egypt? Okay. So you're the good kind. All right. Yeah. All right. Nice. And you're Muslim, I presume?
Yes.
Okay. Nice. I used to date a Muslim girl. Yeah. I'm Hindu. So you guys know, right? Yeah. It's the Civil War. My dad hated it. My dad fucking hated it. Because he's a devout Hindu, seriously. He came up to me, with your hair and your beard and dating this girl, you are starting to look Muslim. I was like, back off, motherfucker, so do you. But second of all, what the fuck are we arguing about? Now listen, don't take offense to this, because I am very ignorant, all right? Like I said, I grew up in a white town. All I know is about fantasy football. I love the Patriots. I don't give a fuck. I like hot dogs. I drink beer. I don't know anything about the religions. I don't know the story. Like the Muslim story, I don't know what it is. Goats, fruit, I have no idea. I don't. And our Hindu religion, we are no better. We worship gods that look like Mortal Kombat characters. Like, what exactly are we arguing about here? My father had the balls to come up to me. And goes, Hinduism is the most peaceful religion. No, it is not. It is absolutely not. Do you guys know who Lord Ganesh is? Yeah, this is Cambridge. They should know. Let me tell you something. The story of this fucking elephant man guy, right? He's in a holy war, all right? He's in a holy war. His head gets chopped off, and they put an elephant's head on his body, and he becomes a god. That's the fucking story of one of my main gods. Let me tell you something. Hindu religion is just Game of Thrones with curry. That is all. And a bunch of people with red dots on their foreheads. That is all that shit is. Who gives a fuck? I'm Indian, but I was raised by a white man. Very racist, salty white man. Trapped in an Indian guy's body. Yeah, hates his life. Wants to kill himself, but he can't because he's Hindu, might come back as a rock. Now, the man, growing up, he's assimilated. He's always made me do white things with him. Recently, we did a number of white things together. We made sandwiches. We talked about the fence in the backyard. And then my dad said the whitest shit ever. He goes, don't you think Colin Kaepernick would have a job if he wasn't causing so much trouble? It's like, no, Dad, he's just profiting off of Chinese children tears, so it's fine. It's fine. But Nike's a bad company. You and my father would get along, sir. I don't know your political views, but just by the looks of you, you look like you'd shoot me. And you wouldn't be wrong either. You wouldn't be wrong. I'd kill me. You wouldn't be wrong. Are you guys dating? Nice. Oh, I noticed an accent. Where are you from? Colombia. Oh, nice. That's. I'll fuck you now. I'll suck his dick. I don't need anybody's permission. I don't give a fuck. I'll suck his dick, man. Are you also from Colombia? Oh, okay. You guys move here from Colombia, or? Nice. When? Oh, welcome to my country. Yeah, welcome. I'll let you in. It's fine. I'm only a mild racist. I'm only racist against Indians. That's seriously. Same? Is that what you said? Same? I feel you, brother. I was just gonna ask some stereotypical question, but like, huh? Somebody said something? Who said somebody said something? Shut the fuck up, Big D. Go fuck yourself. I won't suck your dick. Probably fucking stinks. I'm just kidding. I don't know what. It's all right. I come from India. It's fine. Whatever. I'm dating again though now. Yeah. I'm on apps. I'm on Bumble. Yeah. What the fuck is so funny, huh? What the fuck is so funny? Just got my first match in the last 6 months too. Yeah. Thank you. Her name was Save the White Rhinos in Sudan. It was a promo, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. I'm doing it though, guys. I'm doing it. I'm starting to have sex again. Yeah. I'm starting to have sex again with consent now. Yeah. I know, I used to not have sex with consent, and I know what you're thinking, what a monster. Well, let me tell you something. You don't need consent when all you have to do is tie the goat to the pole. You understand what I mean? I'm progressive, it's a male goat, it's 2019. His name is Larry. I fuck him, I fuck Larry. I fuck Larry. I fuck him, I have sex with him. Against his own will. Against his own will. My therapist is on vacation, so. I work at a call center, too. I know what you thought when I came out here. What the hell is this guy doing, right? He's obviously a doctor. You thought that, right? I get pediatrician all the time. Seriously, conversation goes the same every single time. Hey, Shyam, are you a pediatrician? No. Matter of fact, not even allowed within 500 feet of a school. That's a joke. I sell drugs. I'm around schools all the time. All right, thank you.
Shyam Subramanian, one more time, ladies and gentlemen.
Our show is off the chain.
Casey, how are you feeling about the end
I
of
feel
your...
terrific about our Not So Much a Holiday show.
No, yeah, it wasn't a holiday show, but
No.
it was good. So shout out to everybody that's celebrating Hanukkah, Christmas,
Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa, you know what I'm saying? Black people don't celebrate that shit.
Arbor Day.
I ain't making my own gift. Bitch, you make me an Xbox, I'm fucking you up. Fuck out of here. I got just one quick thing before we bring up our headliner of the evening. Women do shit that's evil. No, for real. I just got into a new relationship, and my girl decided to drop the bomb on me that she's religious. She said Jesus' birthday is next week, so she needs to fast. And she said we can't have sex until next year. I was like, why the fuck would you do that? Like, if you want to fast, go ahead. And she was like, me fast? I'm going to fast? I was like, yeah, you can fast, because I'm just going to cheat on your ass. I'm not going to do that, baby. I'm playing. I want that wooden Xbox for Kwanzaa.
You guys had a good time at the show?
Yeah.
I tell you what, we are so happy. We're so happy that you guys are here supporting comedy, and we are especially happy to have our next comic
person,
here.
yes.
Oh my gosh. She is going to be opening tomorrow night for Stormy Daniels.
Stormy Daniels with the tits, yeah. I'm sorry.
Please welcome to the stage,
Marie Connor!
All right, for my parents' sake, I will make a little clarification. I will be doing comedy and not stripping. Just throw that out there for Cambridge. All right. So I'm an optimist, which is why I'm always late to social gatherings, because I'm hopeful that they will be canceled. Like just the other day, I showed up over 2 hours late to my friend's Botox party. It's cool. She didn't look upset. So here's a really fun fact about me. My favorite form of birth control is the pull-out method. Pound it. In that I pulled out of heterosexuality and started dating women. You still gonna pound it? Yeah, there you go. It's Cambridge, it's a community here. That's actually like my favorite new way to come out to people, which probably explains why I've not been invited back to my mother's Bible study group. But they are praying for me, so I consider that a win. Here's another fun fact about me. I had 5 guys when I was in college, and I knew I was gay because I thought about Wendy's the entire time. That's actually my favorite way to come out to people, in the South. I find the fast food references really help when trying to explain your sexuality to people down there. You know? Okay, no. So speaking of the South, Donald Trump really seemed to win them over, huh? And it seems like all he had to do was like defend their Confederate flag. They say their flag represents Southern heritage and history. And Donald Trump understands Southern heritage because he also has a history of not paying for labor. Yikes. I was actually driving through Florida not too long ago, and I saw a church sign that read, "You can't be gay and be a Christian." Now call me crazy. But that seems like a really bold statement coming from a religion that's solely focused on making a dude come again. I mean, Christians have been at it for what, like centuries now? Maybe it's time to consult some experts. Those evangelicals may talk a big game, but only a lesbian can guarantee the second coming. Yeah, my girlfriend says that's a myth, by the way. It actually really annoys me when people use their religion as an excuse to not bake a cake for a gay wedding. I mean, imagine if gay people stopped providing services for straight weddings. Picture it. That's right. Say goodbye to your gay wedding planner, your gay hairstylist, and that lesbian you hired to watch your dog during the ceremony. And get ready for everyone to say, meh, to your dress. As you walk down the aisle, sporting that TLC reality show soccer mom haircut. You know the hair. That's like a bob, but way shorter in the back, and always looks like it's in the process of being raptured off her head. I call it the John and Kate plus hate look. Good times. So I did date men while I was in the closet, which is why I always felt like I could really relate to Red Sox legend Bill Buckner. Because I also have regrets about letting balls go between my legs. Yeah. Chad from Alpha House was my '86 World Series. Tough crowd, Cambridge. All right. Save that one for the sports bars. Now, although I do regret having had sex with men, I just want you to know I still really appreciate them as a people. Thank you, sir. In fact, I'm considered the man in my lesbian relationship because I'm always wrong. And because I lied about being 5'10" on my dating profile. Hey, don't judge me for that one. It's actually really hard being a 5'11" left-handed lesbian. I can't scissor without looking like an idiot. Pound it again. She gets it. Yeah, the other day, my girlfriend tried to get me to go to a spin class with her. No thanks. If I want a lesbian to yell at me to go harder, I'd tell her to stay home. Let's see. No, I actually really hate going to the gym. Almost as much as my girlfriend hates it when I tell that joke. But I do really love yoga, though. I actually took a yoga class in high school that completely changed my life. Say I used to be a horrible student, constantly causing disruptions. But then my instructor showed me this new way to really focus my attention and lose weight. When she told me,
"Get the fuck out of my class and do not come back until your parents put you on Adderall."
which they did. Now, am I worried about the long-term side effects of being on Adderall? Maybe a little. Am I gonna, stop taking and just try a little harder in life? Namaste on legal speed, thanks. I've actually been going through kind of a difficult time lately. My girlfriend and I just found out we can't make a baby together. I grew up Catholic. I don't know how that shit works. Actually, she's been very vocal about that she wants to have kids one day. I'm still kind of unsure about it, but that's a conversation I'm saving for a wedding night. Because she makes more money than me. Sorry, baby. If you're watching Cambridge. Access channel, whatever. Yeah. It's not that I hate kids, right? It's just that, like, I love myself, you know? Like, kids are kind of like student loan debt. The only way out is death. I mean, just ask Casey Anthony about her debt. I'm sure she had to refinance after brutally murdering her child so she could rejoin the Orlando club scene. So I didn't actually realize I was gay or like come out to myself until I was 20. And I remember I was driving with my boyfriend in his truck. And he was listening to one of those like sex advice call-in shows on Playboy Radio. Have any of you guys ever heard that? Yeah. And this guy called in and said, I'm really worried because my wife will only have sex with me when she's wasted. And my boyfriend turns to me and goes, hey, that sounds like you. And I realized that the lesbian porn star is probably about to say, it's because your wife's a lesbian. And this just sends me into a gay panic, which is like a regular panic attack, but for closet cases who instantly freeze and internally start hyperventilating whenever anything gay gets brought up in public. So after I felt like an eternity, but was really more like a second, the lesbian porn star replies with, you should just be happy she's even having sex with you at all, dummy. So I turn to my boyfriend and say, yeah, dummy. We broke up soon right after that. Both decided it'd be best to see other women. He grew out his beard. I got rid of mine. It all worked out in the end. Yeah. My ex was actually kind of a big gun nut, and I used to think we had nothing in common. But now I realize we both use inanimate objects to make up for our lack of dick. I mean, I don't know how he felt when he bought his first AR-15, but I remember getting my first strap-on. And it must have been something like that. Thank you, guys.
Right here. You stay right here with us, Marie. We're bringing all the comics back up here. All the comics, come on up here. You guys give them a hand. That's our last show of the year. Come on up here. We got Cheyenne. We got Emma. We got Sam. We got Kendra. We got
Parvo, a.k.a.
We also want to take a moment to say a special thanks to our producer, Peter Levine.
Pete, what's up, brother?
Our director, Nate Shue. All of our camera crew.
Yes, all of you guys.
All the Cambridge Comedy Underground.
Yes.
We love you all very much.
Yeah.
We're going to see you guys again next year. Come back next month for our show. Watch us on Facebook. Follow us on YouTube.
Yes.
And yes.
And
vote for D to wear this hair next time.
No, don't do that. Don't do that, because I'm going to show the fuck out. But seriously, I want you guys to enjoy the new year. Go into the new year happy, healthy, and loving and laughing. So that wasn't to be. White people always fuck up some shit. Aww.
Say something gross.
gross.
Oh, shit.
No, it was good the way it was. We love it.
Yeah, we love it. So you guys have a
We
great
love
year.
you. Give
And
yourself
thank you
a
so
hand.
much
Thank
for
you all
supporting
so much for
CCTV.
coming
You guys
out
have a nice night.
Comedy Underground. See you soon.